Those Wednesday night vibes are in the air, and we are ready to put on a show, I do declare. So therefore, welcome to the AEW Dynamite Live Review. This is your boy, Mr. Starksign.
Big Dub.
What is going on, beautiful people? How are y'all doing in the place to be tonight? Y'all need to chop it up early and chop it up often, because you must be a part of that like gang, comment gang, share gang, and financial lubricant gang. Send through those super chats. Support the show. And if you are watching on Playback Gang, I'm going to give you a shout out early. You know what I'm saying? The Playback Gang, y'all are just as important to the pieces of the puzzle of CovalentTV. Y'all been killing it, and keep that momentum rolling. You know what I'm saying? So shouts out to y'all. If you are in the room right now, you guys are taking, a little bit of a important seat right now, because we need your engagement. We need you to show the necessary love tonight, now more than ever, because Dynamite typically don't get as much love as our WWE shows, and y'all know why. Y'all know goddamn why. And if you know why, put it in the comment section. It might be varying opinions. We'll see. We shall see exactly what is going on with everybody in the building tonight. Now, we know we got a job to do. It is bring you beautiful people the news, holding one special, dumbass, accountable, and bring you facts, data, and statistics as we go, because that is just what we do. Yeah. So, let's not delay y'all any further, man. Let's go ahead and get into 10 news.
Oh, Ricky Aints.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, boy.
I know he's praying for some forget-me-nots right now. I mean, Lord.
He thinks tribalism is cool. If it's for him.
Lord.
He said there are people who are fans of me from AEW, people who are fans of me from NWA, people who are fans of me now. They all mesh. They all share a commonality. I do think that it is kind of cool to a certain degree that people have such ownership and stake in a specific company or a specific wrestler. I do find I like the fondness of that, because if you ain't got passion for your team, then what are you doing?
Homie. Yeah. Y'all feel it coming. I think somebody already got it. We don't believe you. You need more people.
You need more people.
Yeah, no. Wrong message and wrong messenger.
Like completely wrong messenger.
Like, homie, it's not even right message, wrong messenger. It's wrong message and wrong messenger. Dude, you went to WWE because you wanted to follow up behind, Cody, like he had carrots coming out his ass crack and you were a hungry rabbit. And you went there and you kind of sort of went into business for yourself a few times on the way out in AEW. And now look at you, man. They deleting your segments off of their Twitter because they were that bad. Brother, you failed. You failed. Powerhouse Hobbs, you've already failed. Anybody who is not named Danhausen, Jay Cargill, or Cody Rhodes, you have already failed. You know why? Because, again, Danhausen got on TV, main roster television, that is, before all of you. So for you to say that, and also to kind of fan the flames of something that is already very skewed in WWE's favor when it comes to tribalism, and to kind of fan those flames when you know how bad the WWE fan base is when it comes to pro wrestling discourse, also makes you look like an ultimate dickhead. Okay? Let's just be honest. Guys, y'all know when y'all watch this show, y'all gonna get that heaping dose of good work and honesty. You know what I mean? You belong to a fan base that produces or creates nothing when it comes to great logical pro wrestling discourse and conversation, and you're going to light the fuse on that?
Yeah.
Look here, Rickathan. I am extremely tired of WWE wrestlers doing three things. One, telling fans how to feel about a product that they can see and hear with their own eyes and ears. One, I'm so sick of that shut up and enjoy the product bullshit, I don't know what to do. One. Two, I'm tired of mostly WWE wrestlers participating in tribalism and then running on the internet to grandstand and go, guys, there shouldn't be tribalism. We're friends across all promotions. When anybody who knows anything about how pro wrestling works behind the scenes, y'all motherfuckers ain't all friends. It's not every time y'all fucking see each other. Stop. Will y'all stop lying? Because, Ricky, you talking to somebody that actually knows how that behind-the-scenes shit works and has actually had friends in the industry and continues to have friends in the industry and has been backstage in those environments to know how they work. Stop. That's something else I wish y'all would stop fucking lying about. It doesn't have to be tribalism. We're all friends. No, you're not. No, you're not. Especially the women. No, you're not. They do that clap, clap, girl power shit because it looks good on social media. But how you saw that Jade Cargill, Rhea Ripley, Chelsea Green shit play out, that's exactly how they are towards each other. And it ain't a diss song, it's a real song. Then third, something I am ultimately tired of as well. I'm tired of wrestlers that make very poor career decisions, running into interviews, trying to sell you on the fact that they didn't make a poor career decision by using the fans as a bullet bag. Like, oh yeah, no, I couldn't have made a bad career decision. Look at how many social media, numbers I get when I say something and all. Will you cut that out? Look at how many social media impressions I get every time I speak. That shows you I'm really a success. No, stop. I got buttons for this.
No.
And it just makes a beautiful, warm, not even warm, a piping hot pie of we don't believe you. You need more people.
You need more people.
But y'all wrestlers, I'm so tired of y'all doing that bullshit. All three of those things. Well, y'all stop, dude. Oh, and apparently, Werner, we must need to get through this show fast because our comment section apparently is frozen.
Oh.
Okay. Why am I even talking? Y'all don't want this good work. Okay, never mind. My bad. Let me peep the energy. I'm sorry, y'all only got the energy for WWE streams. My bad. Sorry. You know what, Werner? That's on me. Pardon self. That's on me. I forgot. If it ain't a WWE stream, motherfuckers is in here just not doing nothing. All right. Okay. Say less. All right.
And
so
since we're at 28 people and only 19 likes.
Yeah, no, I got it. I got the memo. I got the fucking memo. That's cool. That is cool. We ain't had a short stream in a minute. So, well, no, we've had a couple ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. But no. Guys, it is time to transition to the portion of the show that apparently we are going to have to be like the Flash and Sonic combined and speed through because, ladies and gentlemen, y'all are not paying y'all toll, frankly. So if you know a portion of the show is coming up, I don't expect you to comment it because y'all ain't doing shit else. It is time for us to hold one special accountable. It is time for drone accountability. Lego.
This is from Twitter.
Good old Twitter.
For context, one, I got this yesterday, and two, this is a similar drone accountability to what I did last week. So put on your thinking caps, kids. This is from Cultaholic Wrestling.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Who say, and I quote, "Happy birthday to the inventor of the telephone, Alexander Graham Bell. Without him, we would never have gotten the viral John Cena prank phone call."
Is it wrong that in that 3 seconds it took you to read that and once you finished and completed that, I wanted to murder?
No, that sounds about right because that's what I wanted to do.
And first and foremost, let me give you a history lesson. Look up who actually invented everything that, honestly, let's keep it a bean, even led to the creation of the telephone. It was actually a black man. And I'll let y'all look that up. I'm not even going to say his name. I want y'all to do y'all homework. Anything back during that time, there's a saying that we all go by in the black community that white people ain't created, they just got to the patent office faster. Look up who really laid the groundwork for the modern telephone. So one, that was the first problem I had with it. Two, where does stuff like that even come from? Now, Werner, we're human beings. We have random thoughts throughout the day. It's human.
Yes.
It's human. You have a random thought, you be like, where'd that come from?
Mm-hmm.
And then it kind of just leaves your brain almost immediately, right?
Mm-hmm.
These people have those same random thoughts that we have, and they internalize them, edit them, curate them, and then post them. Like, I have a random thought like, man, I should just scream out Himmelfarb right now, scare the shit out of everybody in this room. That's a random thought. But do we act on that?
No.
It's very rare when we act on that. Like, typically there's some liquor involved when we act on those type of thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
These people are sober as a gopher. Oh, but I don't doubt if they hired in a roller coaster. But these people are sober as a damn gopher. Actually taking the time to type these things out and press post. Like, can I be heard? Are we understood? Like, that will never, that will never fly past me. That's so strange. That's not what social media was created for.
Mm-mm.
And I think those people use that as a justification. Oh, well, the little social media box tells me to put what's on my mind. No, that's not what they mean. That's not what they mean. That's not what they fucking mean. No. They don't say, what's the first thing on your mind?
Yeah.
It says what's on your mind.
Maybe it just needs to say, what is on your mind secondly?
Because, yeah, man, if you're not curating your thoughts to actually mean something, you just spewing bullshit into the air that don't nobody need to hear.
Mm-hmm.
And that's one of those things. It's not funny. It's not clever. It's not witty. It's just stupid. It's just really fucking stupid. And yeah, Catherine, I agree with that sentiment. That's really the only reason why these people post stuff like that. Because funny enough, with these algorithms, that's the only shit that gets engagement.
Mm-hmm.
You got to be an Instagram thought, or you got to be saying the dumbest shit imaginable, or you got to be stealing memes. That's it. That's the success recipe for social media in 2026. Said Granville T. Woods. Xavier, look, I appreciate you doing the research. Keep reading into it. I want you, again, that was homework. I can't give a history lesson right now, brother. I appreciate you. But look into it. Alexander Graham Bell ain't do shit. He ran to the patent office fast. He had good legs. But the actual groundwork for the modern telephone was not no goddamn Alexander Graham Bell. It wasn't. It really fucking wasn't. Okay. Yeah, said, oh man, telephone is the main thing it said, but it was sold to man, look, keep looking. Keep on looking. The more you research the stuff that we invented and was stolen from us, and again, they put their running shoes on and ran to the patent office, or they put their wood loafers on back then and ran to the patent office, you'd be surprised at how much stuff that we set the groundwork for that they ran to the patent office and was like, no, this is mine. I created it. No, motherfucker, you added a couple bells and you added a couple whistles and tried to pass it off as yours. No pun intended, because I did say bells. But, yeah, that's real. That's fucking real. You want to know the history? You want to know the history white people revere? They revere a cracked bell that was literally only called to bring people to fucking mass to call on things in court, where black people were being identified as not even human. Why would I give a fuck about a Liberty Bell? That bell was used to call white people into a room to vote on if black people were considered human. That's real. Look up what I'm saying. That's why I said I can't give a history lesson because I don't want no Mayo people to come in here and get all in their feelings right now. I'm not in the mood. I could debunk them with these, but I'm not in the mood right now. Yeah. Fuck a Liberty Bell. That's why it cracked. That's why it fucking cracked. The universe has a very, very straightforward way of working when it comes to dealing with, WS's. Xavier, you should know what that means. All right. It is time for me to hold one special.
Dumbass!
Again. Yeah, yep. Xavier, you look and see Warner. He finding out in real time. I bet you he's over there like, wow, amazing.
I never knew.
He's finding out. I bet
My
you never
history
knew.
book didn't teach me this.
Yeah, no, because dude, even as a kid, reading those history books, I'm like, this ain't right. It's like something in my spirit, like the ancestral calling in my spirit. It's like, this some bullshit. I knew that even back when I was reading books as a kid. I always did my own research. I was that kid that after school, waiting for my mama to pick me up, ask anybody who know me personally. I would be the kid sitting in the corner, sitting down reading the dictionary. I would read the dictionary. I talk the way I do on this show for entertainment value. I have a very expansive vocabulary. I have a very, don't get me started. Don't get me started. I don't want to seem like I'm bragging on myself. But you had said he was the reason for the voice communications over telegraph wires. Well, wow. It's almost like that's pretty much the primary groundwork for a phone. Mm-hmm. Am I right?
That's correct.
So, Werner, when you pick up the phone and you go, hello, and I say hello back, you have a black man to thank for that.
Exactly.
Even back in the house phone days. Shouts out to house phones.
Oh, man, I miss the house phone.
Respectfully. That shit used to ring loud as a bitch, boy. Everybody in the house would wake up when the house phone rung. Man, house phones was, man. Jesus Christ. All right, y'all. It is time for me to do it, man. I'm going to do it now. I got y'all. This just bugged me. I am going to hold Cody Rhodes accountable, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, boy.
This quote, in response to Roman Reigns calling him a politician, which, by the way, I'm going to preface by saying, way to prove him right, dickhead. Way to prove him right, you fucking bleach blonde-headed fucking imbecile. That dye must be seeping into your goddamn brain stem, dude. You just proved him right. But watch this. Roman Reigns called me a politician one time, and I remember thinking, I'm not mad at that. I grew up in the business. Everyone is a politician to a degree. But to me, there's politics, there's posturing, and then there's snaking and backstabbing. I think a lot of guys in our modern roster are straight up. This is what I think is better. This is what I think isn't. Let's talk about it. Someone's making a decision, but the opinions have been weighed. Because you can smell when you get around the ones today that are like, this is going to be really good for you. And you can already tell, like, no, it's not. I could tell this isn't even for me. Dude, you just proved this point. I'm hitting the button. You just proved his point. The dude's an idiot. He is the most, dude, he is not self-aware at all.
No.
You just proved his point. And a hit dog a holla, by the way. Go ahead.
Right. But he's also proving more and more he should have never been moved off of that Stardust character. Because him talking is a disaster.
Like, bruh, Mo just said bro, you just described yourself. I bet this dude gets up every morning, looks in his mirror, and masturbates to himself.
That would not be surprising.
Something is something is wrong with him. I'm privileged, but I'm not. But yeah, I'm privileged. And, I grew up in the business. But you know what? That doesn't mean I'm this. But, I could be that. And I'm going to distinguish the difference, even though it's distinction without a fucking difference.
Cody, Triple H loves me more than Roman.
Cody, you're not very intelligent, are you? That was distinction without a difference. You said you've been in the business your entire life, and you grew up in the business. You knew what Roman meant when he called you a politician. You knew exactly what he meant. Don't do that deflection or playing stupid nonsense. You knew exactly what he meant by that. That's like when somebody call you out your name and you check them. You go, hey, bro, I'm not one of them. And they go, well, I didn't think it would be disrespectful. I was just, in the moment you hear that, you just like, dude, shut up. You're about to make this worse. You're about to make this worse. That's how Cody just sounded. It's a difference between a politician and a snake and a backstabber. It's really not. You claim to know the business, but you don't know the difference or lack thereof in this case. So I'm going to add a fourth thing to those three things I said earlier. I'm tired of wrestlers going into interviews and giving all of these passive-aggressive distinction without a difference takes on morality. Like, will y'all stop? Will y'all actually stop? Because most of the time when y'all open y'all mouth, y'all put y'all fucking foot in it. Which makes me believe, and I'm not saying all, but which makes me believe a lot of y'all wrestlers are not that fucking bright. Which doesn't shock me because a lot of wrestlers are high school dropouts or college dropouts, so that don't really shock me. But like, still, it doesn't change the sentiment of what I'm saying. But yeah, stop trying to be the morality police and try to explain to fans passive aggressively what things actually mean when we know what they mean. Like, for example, how Werner feels about the Elimination Chamber rules being explained to him.
God damn.
Like, it's textbook gaslighting, bro. You can't do that. Like, that's corny.
No.
Stop going into interviews telling people who have also been watching the business probably longer than you've been alive, Cody. Because there are some people out there, despite what you may believe in your own gigantic ego, there are people that have been watching the business since before you were born, sir.
No, the business only started when I was alive.
Exactly, and that's the problem right there. Thank you for proving my point. That's the problem right there. You got a lot of wrestlers that go in interviews and act like wrestling didn't exist before them. And they only know better because they've been in the business. Stop. Will you fucking stop? But most importantly, Cody, we don't believe you. You need more people.
You need more people.
I mean, holy shit.
That was just sad and pathetic on his part. And the first thing that came to my mind was Roman going, "You're in my way in life."
That was such a
I mean,
comment.
we find that funny, but like,
people like him are.
Yeah. I mean, it's just proving a point.
Nepo babies, yeah, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, Roman kind of can't talk either, though.
No, he can't talk about being a Nepo because he's the biggest Nepo baby.
But yeah, all that something about nothing, like Seinfeld, the show about nothing, all that something about nothing babble, all that politician babble, Cody, it's falling on deaf ears with the fans, at least the fans that are outside that bubble.
Mm-hmm.
It's falling on deaf ears, dude. This is why you got booed. This is why you got fucking booed out the building everywhere you went in your final run in AEW. Like, that's why. Dude, you're see-through. And everybody can see on the inside of you a conniving, bleach blonde, fucking dyed-headed, white privilege, goddamn dickhead. Motherfuckers can see it, dude. Like, they could see it.
Mm-hmm.
Stop. Just stop. Stop. I wish you wrestlers would fucking stop. Because most of y'all think y'all know better, and funny enough, it just, y'all don't. Most of the time when y'all open your mouths, y'all don't say anything worth noting. Yeah, he not fooling nobody. Fucking Chody. Like, dude, stop. Yeah, he has a God complex. Yeah, he has a God complex. Like, he just thinks, I'm just this robust, I'm just this very interesting, robust man that just understands everything about everything, and I have a chiseled jaw, and I'm so strong, and I'm Mr. America, and I'm just the greatest wrestler to ever happen, and look at my presentation, and my pyro, and my black wife, and my dog, and my biracial child. I'm Cody. Won't you love me? Look at me. I'm such a gentleman. Look at my three-piece suits. Stop. Fuck. Stop. It's exhausting. It's exhausting. It's fucking exhausting. Fuck me. I'm gonna read a couple comments, bro. I'm gonna read a couple comments. Said Chody sounds worse than John Cena. Oh, no.
No.
John Cena gave him the motherfucking blueprint. The student could never be worse than the master. No. Cena was just a little more covert about it.
Mm-hmm.
We was talking about white supremacy earlier. You got covert white supremacy and you got overt white supremacy. It's two different things. Cena was just a little bit more covert about it. No. No, we ain't doing that. All right. See what we got. Matthew said, I've been at this since 1974. But no, your knowledge doesn't matter.
No.
Because Chody knows better than you. He is on he is at his podium, and he's going to tell you what to think about wrestling. And Matthew, you're going to like it.
And again, wrestling didn't exist until he was born.
It's disgusting work, y'all. The hell is that? It's disgusting work. All right. Couple more. I'm trying to read Leaderboard Gang. Leaderboard Gang ain't that well represented. Said, did he say this to deflect from the upcoming match on Friday? The fans are pissed about it and back and Drew. Everything that Cody does is something to serve his ego. It is a purpose to serve his ego.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing Cody does comes across as genuine. It was the same thing with Cena. Like, even when they were parading him around with the Make-A-Wish, and his fans would go, you don't gotta like his booking, but you gotta like his work ethic and his Make-A-Wish. You remember that?
Mm-hmm.
It's the same thing. He uses grandstanding as a means to deflect from people just absolutely abhorring him. Like, that's what it is. He uses like this morality police. No, he's like the morality military. He uses moral firepower to try to deflect from the fact that he's a fucking piece of shit. And there's a lot of people like that that y'all might know in real life. Y'all might know a person like that, where they always got to put something in their way to deflect from the fuck shit they doing. You know what? I'm going to give y'all this as a bonus, even though y'all don't deserve it tonight. And shouts out to Apollo for coming through with the financial lubricant before we even went live. See, he understands the objective.
Mm-hmm.
It's like tree sap for almost 48 hours arguing with people on the internet. Meltzer's weird ass too. Arguing with people on the motherfucking internet for almost 48 hours about them literally screenshotting a frame of Dragon Lee's face in that Gunther match. And guys, I'm going to tell you the guy's honest truth. I'm like, man, did that happen slower than I remember? I went back and watched the damn clip. That was barely half a frame. Now, do I expect white men in America to have respect for Lucha Libre at a grassroots level? No. I just don't. Anything regarding culture, you know what I'm saying? Anything regarding, how would I put this? I'm having brain farts tonight. I got old man brain tonight. Anything regarding culture, anything regarding details and nuances within culture, I don't expect white men to understand. I don't. White women either, because white women are going to a Mexican restaurant and say gracias for no fucking reason. Like, I just don't, I don't think that they understand. Now, I understand that there's some white people in here that are probably ninja watching and going to think, oh, that's the victim mentality, and that's racism. That's racism right there. You're being racist. No, I'm fucking not. First of all, a black person can't be fucking racist. Second of all, how the fuck am I racist for identifying something that even you know to be true? But again, the entitlement and privilege and supremacy within your spirit won't allow you to admit it. Dude, like, stop. You're arguing about a culture you don't belong to. Now, I know every race got they coons. Every race. I don't care. The only race that don't is white people, because all of them live the way they live. But every race got theirs. Every race. There's some Latinos that I saw going, oh, I don't know what the big deal is. Oh my God, I don't know what the big deal. I'm like, oh, buddy. And it was a lot of them too. So all my Latinos that watch this show, hold your people accountable, because we hold our people. When man, black people, we send our coons out to pasture and then we get the rifle. Am I lying?
Mm-mm.
No, we don't let them stick around. No, you don't get to sit with us. Like, once we see you doing some shucking and nope, you out of here. Gone over there. Gone over there somewhere. But I saw a lot of Latinos going, I don't see what the problem is. I side with Tree Sap. I'm like, what the fuck? And I mean a lot. So I gotta hold it accountable. I do. I guess y'all got a bonus your own accountability. I gotta hold y'all accountable. It was looking kind of disgusting. I even saw some motherfuckers. Yeah, I saw some motherfuckers defending that Live promo. I saw some Latinos defending that Live promo. Y'all got to send them motherfuckers out to pasture, bro.
There's no reason to defend that Live promo. None whatsoever.
At the fuck all. I even went back to watch it again to make sure I wasn't tripping. And I watched it again. I was like, damn, that was bad. Y'all better get them. Because guess what? They going to end up being the voice of y'all.
Mm-hmm.
See, I'm glad that finally, seemingly, actually, the Black Wrestling IWC is finally purging itself of all of the dorks and coons. Finally. Fucking finally. But it took a while. God damn it. It took a while. But it's finally happening. But yeah, no, y'all finna be next up. Y'all got to clean that up. Said Latinas were defending Liv Morgan. Yeah, man, I saw, bro. I saw. And I'm not saying this. I'm not one of, because I don't do generalizations based upon one or two things I see. I will never be one of those people. First of all, I'm not white. White person see one loud black person, be like, they're all like that. I went to church the other day, a black person walked in with a trombone. Be like, white man, that did not happen. Will you stop? Will you fucking stop? That didn't happen. You're just making shit up. You heard one loud black person, or you saw two ratchet black people fighting, and we all like that. We all like that. Yeah, but like, I'm not gonna generalize, but no. I gathered enough Latinos defending Liv and defending Tree Sap and Meltzer, which, by the way, what Twilight Zone am I in where people are defending Meltzer? But like, I got enough of them where I was like, ooh, this is bad. I think I gathered, like, I would have to check my phone. I think I gathered, like, if I'm just guessing, like 60. Where I was like, oh, buddy. I was like, what's happening here? Yeah, generalization should never be the mindset. Now, now, Xavier, I know you're not telling me that. I'm not going to say it's a mayonnaise man in here, but you can hear it swishing around on a butter knife right now. Everybody don't look at him at once.
I don't have any butter.
But yeah, no, never go straight to generalizations. Ever. Like, it just, because you're going to dilute your mind with a thought process that doesn't even apply to the general base of what you're analyzing. You know what I mean? Like, that's how you end up being prejudiced without even realizing you're being prejudiced. Like, it just doesn't make sense to do. Real talk. Let me see what we got. Said, I bet is the one with the reaction videos. Well, dude, I don't watch these reacting motherfuckers. They all corny. They all suck. They all stink. Most of these podcasts out here fucking stink. They're fucking poison in the water. It's bad. Yeah, Marlo, no, as a community, no, we have no problem calling ours out. No, absolutely not. We actually gave motherfuckers a style to run with when it come to that. Like, even in our sitcoms back in the day, if it was a character that was kind of acting like that, we kind of be like, get him off the show. You know, black people ain't fuck with Urkel. That's real. That's real. That's real. We ain't fuck with Family Matters because of the Urkel character. White people loved Family Matters. We ain't fuck with that shit. We was watching Fresh Prince. We was watching Martin. We wouldn't, because that was more accurate depictions of black culture and black society at the time. You know? Like, no, we was watching A Different World. We wasn't watching that bullshit. No. White people made Urkel pop. We ain't make Urkel pop. No. You got to be over 30 to understand what I'm talking about, by the way. Straight up. Said Liv Morgan should get canceled, but she won't. Yeah, because she's a blonde-haired, I don't know if she's blue-eyed, but she has colored eyes, I think.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, because she looks the way she looks, yeah, no. She got too many simps. Okay. Matthew Shelton said, Jasmine Guy, holler. First and foremost, I hate to say it. Holler. Holler at a player. But no, Jasmine Guy, God bless her. But them mulattoes don't age well. They don't. Like, a select few do. Like, Karen Parsons has aged very well. Like, some of them do.
Yes.
She's aged very well. Some of them do, but most of them don't. Like, look at a picture of Jasmine Guy today. It ain't a diss song, it's a real song. It ain't looking too good. It ain't looking too good. I'm just gonna be real. You know? See what you guys said. I was one of the few Latinos calling out Liv Red. Yeah, I saw a couple of y'all calling out, but yeah, man, the majority was motherfuckers trying to defend that shit. That's real. And again, if you don't believe me, go look. Go look. Yeah, just shake your head. That's all you can do.
It just amazes me that people are defending an indefendable promo.
I don't know how you can.
Yet here we are in 2026 and they are.
Yeah, I just don't know how you can. It doesn't make sense to even defend it. David said, yes, that's true on mulattoes, unfortunately. Yeah, man. Oh, in their 20s and their 30s, oh, they look phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Like, for example, right now, that rapper Lotto, I've never listened to that broad's music. Because that type of music, to me, poisons the mind of young black girls, and I do not like that type of music. But she finer than a motherfucker. I'd flip that, stick that, turn it over, do it all over again, put on the wall, put on the ground, put on the wall, put on the ground, put on the bed. Man, you would think it was the Royal Rumble in that motherfucker. I'll flip her like a pancake. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. But I know in about 20 years, all that is going to hell. All
the
that
white jeans take over.
Man, look at her mama. Her mama bad too, though. I ain't gonna hold you. But like, and I'm telling you, get 20 years, y'all gonna be like, ooh, buddy. I'm telling you, them mulattoes do not age well. They don't. It's very rare when they do. Moda said, whoa, she's 63. Whoa, yeah, bro, she doesn't. Yeah. Jasmine Guy, yeah, no, it's rough. It's rough. And don't say she's 63 because there's some foundational black American women that's all FBA that they 63 years old. I'm going to give you a great example. Angela Bassett.
Yeah, she still looks good.
Angela Bassett ain't even my type, and I'd still hit.
Mm-hmm.
Angela Bassett wasn't even my type in her prime. Angela Bassett just isn't my type. Her face is too pointy. I don't know. She has a really pointy face. She got a face like Sarah Jessica Parker. Like, I can't do pointy face women. I don't know. It's weird. Like, you trying to cuddle the bitch in the middle of the night and her chin is cutting you across the fucking cheek. Like, no, I can't do it. I can't do it. Sorry. I can't do a pointy chin girl. I just can't. Other than that, though, again, she's still fine. I got a Superman curl developing in the front right here. Y'all ain't see it. It was poking. I had to push it back into my hair. I had a little Superman curl. Looked like I worked at the Daily Planet. I don't know. That's not me having the Superman curl. That was insane. Speaking of genetics, motherfucker, that's amazing. But it is time for us to light the fuse. Bring the boom. Dynamite.
All righty, everyone. We kick off with a recap of what happened between MJF and Kevin Knight on Collision. We then go to the ring where we have our first match of the night. MJF for the AEW Championship against Kevin Knight. Cheat code, cheat code, cheat code.
Well,
the versatility of this match astounded me.
Yeah.
The way MJF did phenomenal business in this match shocked the hell out of me. I was gobsmacked during this match at what MJF did tonight.
And it goes to show that if you put Kevin Knight in the ring with somebody that's in the main event or in the world title scene, or both, that does good business in that ring, he can carry himself as a main eventer. He can perform as a main eventer.
Yes.
Kevin Knight, if I'm Tony Khan, you probably need about 3 more of these before I make that push on you. Pause if necessary. But like, this was a great, I would even say second step. I think he's made his first stride. But this was a great second step into establishing himself as a main eventer. And MJF did phenomenal business. I agree.
You know, and while this match was going on, I was thinking, like, could you imagine if Kevin Knight was on the main roster in WWE right now and he had to face Chody or Roman or any of that to have this same type of match? You know that would have been a squash.
You know what I like about what you just said? It also makes me grateful that, and this is going to sound fucked up, so please bear with me. It makes me grateful that Montez Ford is still stuck over there, because I'm sure this guy's had opportunities to leave and to be that guy that Kevin Knight currently is. And he just wants to stay within that system. And now look at him. He done gained a whole bunch of weight. He ain't been on TV since last he was a damn pup.
Yep.
It just gives you something to go off of. Look at Kevin Knight and look at Montez Ford. What Kevin Knight is right now, Montez Ford could easily be in WWE, if not exceed that. And it also shows you what system works right now and what system does not. Textbook. Excellent match. MJF did great business. Kevin Knight, and you know what? He did a move in this match that it's hard to wow me or impress me with moves these days because we've practically seen them all. But that motherfucker just on vertical jumping over the top rope for a clothesline to the outside was insane.
Yeah.
That was a great fucking move. It was smooth. It had no hitch. And MJF sold it like death, as he should. Because if a man of my, because I think me and Kevin Knight are practically the same size. If a man of my size or Kevin Knight size jumps over a top rope and clotheslines you from above, from about 10 feet up, that's probably what's going to happen. You're going to lay out like a fucking starfish on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
And not be able to move for a little bit.
Right.
Excellent stuff, man. Excellent stuff. Go ahead.
But see, that was the perfect thing about it, is that you saw the entire differences of the American style of wrestling. You got a little bit of chain, you got a little bit of high flying, you got a little bit of, a little bit of submission, a little bit of this, a little bit, like it was great.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I wish we could get this every week. Maybe that's a little greedy, but
yeah, plus you would get, you would, just like with anything else, you'll get bored of it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it is possible to have too much of a good thing. It is.
Right.
Despite what people tell you, it is possible to have too much of a good thing.
That is very true. Alrighty, MJF obviously retained. Post-match, MJF tossed Bryce Remsburg out of the ring and was about to use the Dynamite Diamond ring on Kevin Knight when Hangman Adam Page showed up at the entrance, to which Speedball was behind MJF, pause if necessary, who caught him with a thrust kick and sending MJF out of the ring as Bailey helped up Knight with MJF scrambling away.
Bailey, all elite confirmed, bro. Bailey is all elite confirmed. The hugger's back. All elite confirmed, bro. Jesus Christ, Warner. Why didn't you tell me Bailey showed up? Tired of this. Man, I see. This is why you got to have pre-show meetings. I would have never known this.
Yeah.
Thanks, Warner. I appreciate it.
No, you know what? Just for you.
Comb your beard. Not with your hand, you caveman. Go buy an actual comb. It would be a robust beard if you just combed it. You know what I'm saying? You could have one of those beards that, you know what I'm saying, a bird to set up shop. They'll open up a McDonald's. It'll be, man, you would have a very profitable beard.
Not after what happened with their CEO.
Werner, if they give you a fry stipend to open up in your beard, you're going to have a McDonald's in your beard. Look at him. See? Listen to that little McDonald's giggle he just gave.
No, shut the fuck up.
Shocked he didn't go tee-hee. Go ahead.
Already up next, we have Orange Cassidy and Darby Allin taking on the Dogs, consisting of Gabe Kidd and Clark Connors.
Real quick, I know this had a means to an end, and don't skip ahead because I could feel somebody getting ready to skip ahead.
Mm-hmm.
I know it was a means to an end. Are we back, Tony, brother? Are we back on this Orange Cassidy kick? Are we really back on this Orange Cassidy kick?
You know what? I think this is because of what happened, 2 weeks ago or last week, where we were just godsmacked to give him a mini cheat code. And Tony probably thought, oh, green light.
Yeah, now we fucking paying for it.
Mm-hmm.
I just dude, it's been the same thing since we started doing the show. Every time I see him on the card, it just makes me groan.
Right.
Because he's always in a match that he has no fucking business being in.
Mm-hmm.
Every time I see him, I'm just like, oh, are you serious? Every time. I swear the only thing that saved this for me is that it was a means to an end. But go ahead. Let's get to it.
To make a long story short, Orange Connors ate an orange punch, to which Orange Cassidy picked up the win. Orange Cassidy and Darby Allin won. Post-match, David Finlay appeared, cracking
Boy, stop.
Darby.
Stop. Boy, if you gave it any more excitement, everybody in here would have an aneurysm. I'm going to wait till you find your excitement. But first and foremost. Did you just say Orange Connors?
No, I said Orange Cassidy.
Oh, Catherine called it too. Okay, Catherine called it too. Motherfucker, you just said Orange Connors. I swear you did.
I'll have to listen back on the...
Catherine called it too at the same time. I'm like, did he just say Orange Connors? Second of all, David fucking Finlay, the guy who everybody thought he was on his way to WWE NXT to work out the warehouse, has arrived in AEW and has made the right decision for his fucking career. And why wouldn't he make this decision considering what he just watched with Powerhouse Hobbs, Danhausen, and all of the other AEW wrestlers that thought it was a magical idea to sign with the Fed?
Yeah.
And you want to know how I know I'm right on what I'm saying? His deal came together just in the last week. I'm sure he was watching that product and said, I got buttons for this.
No.
That motherfucker probably burned that NXT offer the moment he got it.
Mm-hmm.
Or he at least had it sitting in his email, right? And he was like, I'm going to watch a couple more weeks of this product. And he probably saw that Danhausen shit and was like, you know what? Nah. On second thought. Or, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to go join Orange Connors, according to Werner. I'm going to go join Orange Connors. And if I let Werner tell it, Jason Kidd. Fuck me. And I'm gonna do the right thing. Yeah, I think he had he had a conversation with his pops. He probably was like, Dad, look.
Yeah. I love you.
But are you looking?
No.
Are you looking? Do you watch the product you work for? Straight up. First of all, that name suits what you just said after it. Said WWE for the win or fuck the world or whatever. I don't give a shit. But yeah, okay. If that's how you feel, that's how you feel, man.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Thanks for sharing. All right. Let me see what we got. Said Orange Connors and Gabe Cassidy. Gabe Cassidy is wild. But no, fucking, yeah. I'm glad I wasn't the only one that caught that, because Werner be trying to make it seem like I'm tripping, or he'll just lie, and then I got to fucking go find the footage of him lying. You know, but it is what it is. Said Hobbs is doing an Elaine thing. Now he's stuck in catering, lost in the shuffle. Okay, well, you know what we finna say to that, right? He signed on the dotted line.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, like... It's like pro wrestlers these days don't practice discernment. You get what I'm saying? Like they don't practice discernment or discretion. They don't.
Right.
They just throw caution to the wind for WWE, and then when they get fucked, they're like, well fuck, I got fucked. Yeah. All you had to do was just watch the show.
And if you notice, this is happening to all of Cody's friends that jump ship.
Oops.
Uh-oh.
Like, bro, just do your homework. That's it. Just do your homework. Practice discernment and discretion. And if you did, most of y'all wouldn't even want to sign there.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, man. It just, bruh. So yeah, no, it was a lot of drones that were butthurt that David Finlay signed with AEW, and you saw the immediate reaction, and it was one person that said who, and I'm like, if you don't stop, I bet you wouldn't have been saying who if he signed with WWE. Y'all have been saying all the corny stuff. He's Finlay's son and he likes to fight. Mm-hmm. Y'all have been saying, y'all would have got the corny catchphrases ready.
They do that to his brother.
And that's been a flop.
Yep.
Come on, man. And William Regal's son, who William Regal backstabbed Tony Khan for, has been a fucking flop too.
Mm-hmm.
Bloated is not a good enough word to describe the WWE roster anymore. It's the balloon that is waiting to pop at this point. We've used that description of WWE for like the past, 2 years now. WWE is the balloon waiting to pop. And boy,
it'll probably pop after WrestleMania.
I was just finna say, and when it pops, it is going to be extravagant.
Mm-hmm.
When it pops, it's going to pop. The damage that the popping of the WWE balloon is going to have on the industry is going to be felt across the industry.
Mm-hmm.
You know why? Because WWE is going to have to release a lot of people.
Yep.
It's going to be a top to bottom effect. Yeah, buddy.
And then you're going to hear record revenues. Oh my God, they had record revenues.
The way they're going to have to clean the cupboard after Mania I don't think none of y'all are ready for it. I said it to Warren off camera just last week. I said, I think we see the biggest amount of releases in WWE history after Mania this year.
Mm-hmm. Including people that have recently resigned.
Or people that have just signed to that system, period.
Yeah.
Like people that are training in their system right now might even get released. People that they signed with WWE and then you haven't heard anything about them since. Like you kind of like, where did that person go? Those people are gonna get released too. Those people are gonna get released too. Yeah, it's gonna be bad. It's gonna be a bloodbath. Yeah, Marlo said that post WrestleMania release list is gonna be long. Yeah, it's gonna be a bloodbath, dog. I'm just keeping it a bean. All right, let's keep going.
And I wouldn't be surprised if Royce Keys is on that list.
Damn, Warner, shit.
I'm not saying it happens. I'm just saying I wouldn't be surprised if it did.
Warner's like, I got a scythe and I'm gonna use it. I'm an American. All right.
The only thing he did in WWE was have a sit-down meeting with Stephanie McMahon for a podcast.
Oh God.
Wouldn't that be nuts?
Oh God. Oh, bro, if he got released before even having a match.
On
TV. Oh,
TV match.
Oh my God. Hey, motherfucker, you knew what I meant. Be quiet.
Yeah.
Mr. fucking goddamn Orange Connors. Shut the fuck up. But yeah. That would be insane. Said Ricky, Ethan, Pillman Jr., and Jade could all be gone. If Jade is gone for any reason at this point, it's going to be because them girls politicked her out. Mark my words. Because she's in the middle. Jade is right smack dab in the middle of her ROI push. And I firmly believe that they're going to try to extend it a little bit, try to get a little more juice out of the orange. And it's probably not going to work because I feel like Jade is kind of plateaued at this point, but we'll see. Said Julia will be on that list. I hope so. And I'm not saying that because I want her to lose her job. I'm saying it because she deserves better.
Yes.
Didn't I say this shit? I said, if she is a post-WrestleMania release, one of the beautiful things about Julia is that you could almost immediately toss her into the world title scene in AEW and nobody would bat an eye.
Easily.
Nobody.
Her versus Thekla would do major numbers.
If you do Julia versus Thekla at All In, boom, boom, right there. I definitely am in that category of people. Yeah, because pro wrestling fans know her. So yeah, you could slot her in and ain't nobody gonna be like, oh, boo, no, we don't want it. No, they gonna cheer her to the fucking rafters. Will it be an Orange Connors orange? That I don't know. You'd have to ask Werner. He's the guy who invented it. I haven't seen many Orange Connors oranges in real life, but Werner says there's 3 left in the world and he owns one. It's true. True story. We try to keep it truthful on this show. Okay. All right. Let's keep going.
Already up next, we got Renee Sam and Croquette backstage with Bandito and Andrade El Idolo talking about their first time meeting at Revolution. Bandito said this match means a lot to him and he's looked up to Andrade and this will be a dream come true. Andrade said that Bandito heard Bandito was one of the best wrestlers alive, but he didn't know if he wanted to fight or take a selfie. And then apparently he had to take a phone call and walked off.
You want to know why I like this promo, Werner? It was the anti-WWE promo.
Yes.
You got all these WWE promos. I respect you and I love you and you're my friend and you're my pal. But at this pay-per-view, we're going to fight. That you know what I'm talking about. That cookie cutter, vanilla wafer ass fucking promo that every time it's a babyface versus babyface feud you get. I love Andrade being like, man, get off my dick. Because that's how I am in real life. Like, bro, chill. It was such a fucking Oh my God, it was such an anti-WWE promo. Are we giving free shout outs to motherfuckers ain't nobody heard of? I don't see that person in the stream.
Who the fuck is that?
Hey. Okay, so here's what we finna do. Since you think he the best, go watch his channel. How about that? We not doing that. Respectfully. But yeah, like I love how he was just like, hey man, like we finna wrestle, dog. Get off my dick. Like what you a fan or you a wrestler? What's happening? More promos like that, please.
Yes.
Show the respect after the match. Saying facts, Andrade's like, okay, so what? I don't care. I love that, dude. I love that. All that friendly. We're gonna fight like that that Rhea and EO promo, like where she was like, yeah, my friend, go over there on SmackDown and do it. I'll be okay over that. Shit is corn. That shit is corn.
That's why that's going to be your main night one main event between Chody and Randy Orton.
I love you.
We were a team once.
We love each other. Let's hug. Fuck off. See, I like how you just
Let's
walked
shake hands.
Said Bandito couldn't say shit. Yeah, what can you say to somebody calling you a dick rider? At that point, it's either hands or you just sit there and take it. It's one of the two. But because it's wrestling, it's going to be hands, you know? Giovanni said, don't mention that guy, Angelo. Yeah, no, man, I don't like that. Like, don't come in the street, especially, like, I've always said this. If you want to come in here and you want to put a motherfucking name in $100 donation, sure, go ahead. Go ahead. But to come in here and mention somebody else, be like, oh my God, he's the best. Like, bro, what are you doing? That's weird. And it's just some motherfucker. I ain't like, what? Who is that? Come on, bro. Whoever that person is apparently has their audience. We're getting ours, and we have ours. I don't give a fuck about what another motherfucker got going on. And just like I was saying about the Andrade promo, don't come and hit dick riding. Especially not another motherfucker from another spot. Fuck, dude. Fuck whatever he got going on. Again, I'm coming to take food off of these motherfuckers' plates. I don't give a shit about these other podcasters. And I give a fuck if you like them. Moving on.
34 people in the building, only 29 likes. Come on.
Yeah, step up.
We can get this over 30. 35 now.
Talk about another
There's no reason that this is under 30.
Oh, does he? I don't even know. Okay, said he steals your ideas. That's why I told Angelo. Okay, that don't shock me.
Oh.
We've seen that before. And motherfuckers that do that because they have a bigger audience and they go, oh, they'll never find out who the person who actually said this was. They'll never find out because I'm bigger. And then motherfuckers find out and be like, wait a minute. Wait, it sounds more authentic and organic coming out of their mouth. Wait. Did they create this? Did they say this first? Yes. Come on, bro. Respectfully. And shouts out to Giovanni and everybody for calling that corn ass shit out. That's weird, man.
Alrighty, up next we have the Brawling Birds versus the Inspiration.
Can everybody, before you start on this, can everybody shut up now? About the Inspiration. Can all y'all whine? Y'all, man, I ain't never seen motherfuckers whine as much as they did about the damn Inspiration. This is where I am going to hold AEW fans accountable. Y'all whined like some little hizzos about the fucking Inspiration. Are we going to stop whining now? And Werner, let me tell them why they should stop whining. Go ahead.
They lost in 90 seconds to the Brawling Birds.
Wow. Can y'all shut up now? Y'all was acting like some whiny little hoes over the fucking Inspiration. Seriously. Like, oh, it was man, it was flooding my feed. We don't want them here. We don't want them here. No, why, Tony? Why are you saying that we don't want them here? Shut up. They do good character work. Now, you
kind of
never
need that in a tag team division.
Right. You never heard me praise their in-ring work at any point.
Mm-mm.
Cassie Lee has improved a little bit, but like not much. But like, dude, no. I didn't like him in NXT. I didn't like him on the WWE main roster. Dude, they some fine ass Australian women, don't get me wrong, but like outside of that, bro, their character work is their money. That's what it's always been for them. Nobody thought that Tony Khan was going to bring them in and push them to the tag titles. Now, if they improve enough in the ring to warrant it, then in which case, why not? They do great character work, and if they match it up with great in-ring work, what the fuck you complaining about? That's the first thing I think I've ever seen AEW fans like openly whine and bitch about. Why did Sony sign them? I was like, shut up. Who else got character? And you know what? Here's why you also should be clapping for it. Because this was Tony Khan's way of going, hey, if you here as an avenue to get back to WWE, I hope you know we ain't finna just crown your ass.
Mm-hmm.
No, you gonna eat some pins first.
Mm-hmm.
We gonna test that loyalty button. I'm gonna press that loyalty button and see where your head's at. So it was good in both ways. Y'all just whining about the damn inspiration of all people. Shut the fuck up. Yeah, where's that energy for Burger Kingston and Orange Cassidy? Right. Excellent point. Excellent fucking point. Where is that energy for actual bumskinos?
Hook and Daniel Garcia.
Yeah, where is that energy for them? Because that's who y'all need to be allocating that energy towards. Y'all annoyed me with that bullshit. At least the inspiration does better character work than every single person we just named combined. Get them the fuck out of here. Oh, y'all was bitching so bad. Let's keep going.
Alrighty, up next we have Hangman Page versus Marty Snow. This lasted 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Hangman won with the buckshot lariat.
Yeah, pause. It wasn't long at all.
Pause.
Yeah. Post-match, Page took to the mic, said he was going to do to MJF what his parents should have done years ago and teach him a lesson. Page warns MJF that Texas death, he has no conscience, as he'll rip, tear, and only let him lie when he is finished with him. MJF is the world champion, so surely that shouldn't scare him, since MJF was itching to punch someone in the head earlier with his diamond ring. Put it back on and show him what he'll do at Revolution. MJF walks out and says he's had enough to be in this C-tier town like El Paso, and reminds Page that he had just whooped his boy Kevin Knight's ass, pause if necessary. MJF said it's bad enough that he has to hear Page whine next week at the press conference, to which Kyle Fletcher, Mark Davis, and Okada blindside Page as MJF had a giant smirk on his face. Davis laid out Page with a bounce back lariat until Jet Speed rushed out with chairs to clear the ring. Yeah.
That's all I got for that.
Yeah. Don Callis music hits.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Callis said he hates a greedy guy, but couldn't help but hear on Collision that they would defend the Treaties titles.
Treaties title.
Oh. Yeah. Any place, anytime. So tonight it's going to be Jet Speed Rodeo versus the Don Callis family, consisting of Mark Davis and Proto Okada.
Because apparently that wasn't the peace treaty. That was only a copy of the peace treaty.
That's right.
According to Warner. So Orange Connor signed the peace treaty.
Yep.
Okay. And Jason Kidd dribbled a basketball on it.
Yep.
Okay. Just making sure I'm keeping up with you and the treaty titles.
Mm-hmm.
God damn. Why do the women in my life got to send me stuff like this when I'm on? I can't do nothing about that right now, but I wish I could. Fuck. Go ahead.
Already up next, we go to earlier in the day with Renee Salmon Croquette with the Young Bucks and Brandon Cutler as Stokely rolled in with Fitter. To make a long story short, they're going to beat the crap out of each other at the pay-per-view in the Young Bucks hometown of California. This was a nothing burger. This was like every time they face, I feel like their promos get worse and worse.
So it's funny because we don't have the same issue with it. I'm gonna tell you what my issue was with it. It felt very low budget year one AEW. Like the way it was produced, the way it was shot, the content of the promo, it was very to-be movie-ish. Like, I think if the presentation would have hit a little bit better and the production would have hit a little bit better, I might not have had as much of a problem with it. But the presentation and production of it was just gutter trash.
Mm-hmm.
It looked like they used a handheld fucking camera.
Wouldn't surprise me.
I don't know. It didn't. I don't know. Maybe somebody else didn't notice it, or maybe you did notice it. And if you did notice it, give a thumbs up. If you didn't, give a thumbs down. But yeah, no, we had two different problems with that. But go ahead, finish your point.
No, I thought this was terrible. I didn't like it at all, and I also feel like what is this, once a year with these guys? Can we get a little bit more breathing room between these guys? Like, I don't think they need to face each other for the titles every year. There's enough tag teams in AEW to where that doesn't need to happen. But we don't criticize AEW.
No.
Already up next, we got Jon Moxley versus Hechicero in an AEW Continental title eliminator. Cheat code. I thought this was a cheat code. Hechicero and Mox worked phenomenally in this match.
I will say it until I can't say it anymore. If you put two wrestlers that are as crisp as Hechicero and Jon Moxley in the ring, how can you expect anything less than a cheat code?
Mm-hmm.
But Hechicero is crisp in a way that I don't think I've ever seen from a luchador. Like, even more so than Rey Mysterio.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I really think like he's closer. Hechicero, with how crisp he is more closer to Eddie Guerrero than he is to like a Rey Mysterio.
Yeah, I can see that.
Now, somebody might say Rey Mysterio worked a more high-risk style. You can't compare the two, blah, blah, blah. But typically, luchadors aren't crisp. They're not. Let's just call a spade a spade. Let's just be completely honest. Let's not sit here in front of this camera and lie. Luchadors are typically not known for being crisp. They're known for being agile, fast, and nimble, and all that good stuff. That's what they're known for. Unparalleled athleticism and, that type of thing. But Hechicero just works in a way where you get invested in his match because it's like art to him. You could tell it's like fucking art to him. You know what I'm saying? And look, Moxley, I'm a stand on it. He still hasn't given me any reason to think otherwise. My early shoe-in for Wrestler of the Year in 2026.
Yeah.
He has not given me a reason to think otherwise.
He's putting on phenomenal game tape. And we're only just barely 3 months in.
Yeah, I argue with a wall.
Yeah.
That's how I feel about it. Nobody is working at the level he's working at right now.
So Mox won with the Death Rider. Moxley then trash talked Don Callis to the camera in a post-match until Takeshita showed up and pointed at the Revolution sign. What is this, WrestleMania all of a sudden?
And real quick, this was a Fed Walker crowd. We can admit that.
Mm-hmm.
This was a Fed Walker crowd. Now, we always say what the signs and hints are of a Fed Walker crowd or a Fed Walker within a crowd. When the Death Riders were making their entrance, and Moxley, it came through the opening from the concourse, there was a person right in the camera's view holding a WWE replica belt.
Yep.
We always tell y'all, if you want to spot a Fed Walker at an AEW show, all you got to look for is WWE merchandise or WWE chants or both.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're sitting next to them, it's probably the person going, oh, WWE did that better than them. Oh, this is not as good as WWE. Oh, my God, that set looks kind of small. Dude, if you are sitting next to a Fed Walker, go to the box office and ask your seat be moved. You will not have an enjoyable experience. Until WWE dies and these motherfuckers got nowhere to run to, go to the box office and ask that you have your seat moved. Because they are going to ruin, and I mean ruin, your experience.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody might say, oh, there's no way they can ruin my experience. I just tune them out. No. Guys,
no, you can't tune them out.
You can't. I am the master of tuning people out.
Yeah.
You cannot.
There's no way.
They're way too obnoxious. You cannot. It's impossible. Take my word now. Don't try to argue with them. Don't try to debate them. Nope. Don't say nothing to them. Box office, asked to be moved.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sitting near a fan that's causing a disturbance, and I don't want security to kick them out. It's not that deep. Just move my seat. Straight up. Motherfuckers be like, oh, you just tune them out. No.
Mm-mm.
No. Said he was probably chanting. No, I think it was a woman. Said probably chanting Ambrose. Fuego said,
bring back the Shield.
Yeah. Said gonna be more Fed Walkers, gonna transition from sneak dissing to just chanting meat when WrestleMania tanks. Oh, dude.
Oh, God.
So as of 2026, that is one of the biggest telltales of if it's a Fed Walker crowd.
Yeah.
If you hear that meat chant break out, Fed Walker crowd. That's the easiest way. That's one of the easier ways to distinguish. Let's keep going.
Alrighty, up next we have Brody King coming out to the ring. Took to the mic calling out Swerve Strickland. King said he can be like Strickland and stand on an announcer's table, how dangerous he is. But King knows he's the most dangerous man in AEW, and he can prove it to Strickland tonight. Then Prince Nana walks out laughing, saying he hears King loud and clear, questioning if King wants to go down this rabbit hole. King told Nana to quit talking and bring Strickland's ass, pause if necessary, out here. Nana said okay and introduces the real most man in AEW, Swerve Strickland. To which he blindsides him and attacks him. Yeah, and then he sends a message to Omega and now King, who's the most dangerous man in AEW. And he hung him, and he's going to hang him in LA too. That was pretty much it.
So this segment, it didn't feel rushed. For whatever reason or another, it lacked oomph.
Mm-hmm.
You know how we say matches, in WWE don't enter second gear? Like, this promo didn't enter second gear. I'm going to put it like this. You could tell when a wrestler's heart isn't in something. Like, it just seemed like Brody King is like, okay, I'm going to go out here. I'm going to do this promo. We're going to shoot the angle. All right. But here's the beauty of AEW. Whenever you think that about a lead up to a match, and then when AEW actually does get to the match at the pay-per-view always delivers. So maybe that's what this is going to be. It's going to probably be the norm where the build-up was kind of but the match itself is going to save and make up for it. Because I'm going to hit y'all with something that y'all might not remember. Watch this. The build-up to the Kyle Fletcher-Will Ospreay match for Revolution last year was
Mm-hmm.
But we know how that match turned out.
Yep.
See what I'm saying?
There were a lot of matches that were build up. We were like, and then they delivered.
So yeah, I'm not too quick with AEW to be like, oh man, this build up has been this way, so the match is gonna be this way. Like, no, that's a WWE thing, you know. Just being honest. 2 mid talkers with no outside source to push it. Swerve ain't no mid talker. It's just Brody King went out there and cut a very substandard promo. Like,
yeah,
it was
he's
just
better than what he did tonight.
Yeah, it was very generic. Like, it was just like, I'm big, aggressive, mean man, and I'm a killer, and I hurt people, and I'm like, it was very generic, which is unusual for AEW. You know, so no, I look at this more as an anomalous thing than I do as a common thread.
Mm-hmm.
You know? That's what happened to me and my buddy when you went to an AEW show because we were sitting next to some drones. We asked to be moved, otherwise drones would be getting their asses kicked. I'm telling you, that's not even worth it. You're not gonna change their mind.
No.
And now you going to jail. You know? Xavier said, I see where you're going with that. Yeah, man, like if Brody King would have came out there and actually delivered a very clear, pointed promo that just kind of like cut, I would have been a little bit more like, oh, that was a fire segment. But yeah, no, Brody King just out there like, no, I'm the most dangerous in AEW, and I can do what you do, and anything you can do, I can do better. I can do anything better than you. No, you can't. Yes, I can. No, you.
I mean, here's the thing. You still have time to course correct. You could do another promo segment on Saturday, and you could do another promo next Wednesday.
Yeah, you got another shot at it. But
whether they do it or not, who knows?
Yeah, whatever they do.
But you have that opportunity.
Whatever they do next, it got to be better than what we saw. Go ahead.
Already up next, the Death Riders are backstage. And Daniel Garcia decided to talk and ask when Don Callis is going to stop picking fights he can't win. Then Wheeler Yuta lowers his hoodie, showing his bald head, and said losing his hair was the darkest moment of his career. But the Death Riders are the reason he's not wallowing in his misery. They are preparing him for war. Which war, I don't know, but a war.
Okay.
Yuta knows the people care about the most. Cares about the most. He is back.
Oh God, Winner. Do you want me to get it?
Yeah, just take. I don't know what's going on.
God damn it, man. Okay. Jesus Christ. Okay. Where were we at? Jesus. There. Wait. Yeah. There.
Marina Shafir.
Well, Marina Shafir tells Toni Storm to step up, and she better shoot from the hip and make her laugh for her own sake. And I think she tossed a pussy in there. I might have misheard that. But yeah. And then Jon Moxley says the Don Callis family, CMLL, they're all punk asses, New Japan, and all the advertising agencies that have gotten into wrestling these days, and nobody does it like they do. Nobody's willing to go as long and as far as they do. And at Revolution, he and Takeshita are going to go as long and as far as it takes. I'm going to pause that.
Pause.
And they'll see it through all the way to the end. I'm going to pause that again.
Pause.
Now I'm going to pause it another time.
Pause.
Then I'm going to pause it in my subconscious.
Pause.
There we go. All right.
So my question is, do they go an hour?
Pause.
Pause.
Do we see Jon Moxley versus Takeshita for an hour? And should that be the main event because it is going an hour?
I'm going to be honest with you, bro. The average pro wrestling fan, even, again, just pro wrestling fans, not WWE fans, but even just the average pro wrestling fans' attention span is not long enough to care about an hour-long wrestling match these days. And I hate it.
Yeah.
And I hate it. I do. I really do. But I think the max you can push a match these days before the fans just like, okay, can you end it, please? Is like 45 minutes. I don't know what happened. Like, I really don't know what happened over the years. But yeah, I just really don't. Unless it's a gimmick match, I just don't think pro wrestling fans' attention span is long enough to watch an hour-long straight-up wrestling match.
Right.
And then the amount of false finishes that would be required in order to get it there, I think it'd kind of be overkill. Yeah, that'd be the only way that you can possibly do it is open the show with it. Matthew, you said exactly what I was thinking. Yeah, people like Ric Flair and Von Erichs and all of them would not have made it these days. Because these are guys that were going out there and they were wrestling like hour-long matches plus in the territories, like Dusty, all those guys. Yeah, they were. Yeah,
right.
No. That's just real. I'm just being honest. Go ahead.
No, I just really feel like it should, with Mox starting the show the last 3 or 4 weeks, except for tonight, like I wouldn't mind if they started with the Continental Championship match and it go an hour, because I think you definitely have the wrestlers to go an hour. Pause. But I get your point on the attention spans. But it really hasn't been tested in how many years? When was the last time we actually saw an Iron Man match or a Broadway match?
If you're going to test it, you have to test it with an audience that can at least sustain it. Like, LA is not a crowd where if you throw that out there and it's an hour-long match, they're going to eat it up with a spoon. You test a match like that in New York. You test a match like that in Chicago. You don't test a match like that in LA.
Okay.
And Matthew,
what about North Carolina?
Nah. The days of them caring about wrestling like they did when the territories were around, no. Still a wrestling city. Okay. Don't get me wrong.
Right.
Greensboro and, all that. They're still a wrestling town, but, like, even them, no. Yeah, I was going to read Matthew's comment because it was pointing to what I was going to say next. It said tablets and cell phones killed the attention spans of mostly everyone. Yeah. By the time the match got to the 30-minute mark, people are going to be looking at their phones waiting for Moxley versus Takeshita to end. And again, I wish it wasn't that way, but that's the way it is.
Alrighty, up next, we have Thekla versus Thunder Rosa for the AEW Women's World Title. Mini cheat code?
I'm being quiet because I want to hear you get through a read without my help.
Oh, I'm just doing a mini cheat code. Thekla defeated Thunder Rosa to retain the title. Sky Blue and Julia Hart came ringside post-match and applauded Thekla until Chris Statlander started walking to the ring like the Terminator until security held them both back. As this happened, Thekla delivered a third curb stomp to Rosa as Statlander tossed aside security and Thekla bailed, saying the toxic era is now.
All right, so I'm going to give my take on this, and funny enough, I'm giving this a mini cheat code. This match tapped the pedal on second gear, went out of it, tapped the pedal on second gear, went out of it, it was bouncing back and forth between first and second gear. Now, that can get exhausting to watch because at some point you have to fully shift into second gear. Now, I understand this is a TV match, so they couldn't quite get there as fast as they wanted to. Like, I think if this was a pay-per-view match, they would have likely gotten there. But even with it not fully going into that second gear, it still ended up being a mini cheat code because Thekla just, the way she works, it is leaps and bounds and, you know, it's just so much better than a lot of women on that roster. She wrestles every match with a sense of importance. Like Will Ospreay has that gift. AJ Styles has that gift. It's not like every match she's in, like, oh, she's like, oh, this is a TV match, so I could just wrestle this way. I could just play the greatest hits and get, you know, go to the pay window. No, Thekla works like every match that I'm in, I'm trying to steal the show. I'm trying to make my opponent look good. I'm trying to make myself look good. And some of them ladies in that locker room could stand to learn a thing or two from her when it comes to that. Straight up. Even the way she presents herself. Every picture I've seen of her on social media since she won that belt has been with that belt.
Mm-hmm.
That's more than I could say about the last couple AEW Women's World Champions. Oops.
That's very true.
And not just in the arena pictures. No, not in the bowels of the arena pictures. No, the woman is actually out and about taking pictures with the damn belt on. She just gets it. And I think that's why Swerve, because me and Swerve, we kind of like two peas in a pod when it comes to like thinking like the way we do. That's why I think Swerve co-signs her the way he does. He sees the same thing I see. And then, funny enough, too, Werner had said that Chris Statlander walked out there like the Terminator. That's exactly what she looked like. That was so funny. That was exactly what she looked like. But I found myself saying, that's her pocket.
Mm-hmm.
No more than a woman. No more, look, I have friends that are fun like Willow and Harley. Nope. That Chris, there you go. That Chris Statlander is the Chris Statlander. That's the Chris Statlander that's going to make money for AEW. No booping noses, no alien shit, no none of that. That's the pocket. Tony, I hope you're listening. That's the pocket for Chris Statlander. Because it was actually believable. When she walked out there like that, I was like, oh, I like that. Don't make her happy-go-lucky again. Don't have her in the ring with Willow high-fiving and smiling and running around and shit. No, that's not her. That is not her pocket. It may have been her pocket on the indies before she got there, but it's not her pocket on television. But no, shouts out to Thunder Rosa for going out there and getting that match popping. Mm-hmm. Because, you know, she's still a little ring rust there. But she went out there and got it popping. She got it shaking with Thekla. So, good match. Mini Chico.
Mm-hmm. All righty, up next, we have footage of last week's Mile High Madness. And Jungle Jack Perry pinning Ricochet. Perry said soon it's going to be time to finish the war. We then moved to Ricochet. He said, the most fighting champion in AEW. If Perry wants a war, he's got it. Short to the point. We then moved to Renee Sama Croquette, welcoming Tommaso Ciampa ringside. And she asks what he plans to do to get back on top after losing the TNT title. Ciampa said he took Sylvie and Kyle Fletcher, turned it into Pinky, and gave her a makeover before hiding behind the Don Callis family. If Ciampa has to play a game, he'll play the game. He'll earn his rematch, even if that means facing Mark Briscoe again. He didn't come to AEW for instant classics. He came to be a top guy. To which FTR's music hit, and they came out.
Okay, real quick. I want to make this a long story short because this is dragging too much for me. So I had no problem with Tommaso Ciampa's portion of this promo. I'll say it. I've held off for a long time when it comes to this. Stop handing FTR and Mike.
Mm-hmm.
They have one promo style, and they have ran that promo style into the ground. Make it a habit of punishing things that don't evolve, especially if you are the booker of a pro wrestling product. FTR has not evolved. That is one of the few talents on the fucking roster where if they wanted to go back to WWE, I would let them. I would let them. They just have not evolved. Their wrestling has kind of carried them through most of their AEW run, and we have kind of given them their praise and you know, their propers when it comes to that. But holy shit. It's the same old shit. And this was weird. And like, I don't know what they were going for with this, but like, it's like, yeah, you want to be buds and pals and, oh, you slapped me. That's okay. But yeah, no, I'll see you on Saturday, but I'm not going to have a match with you though. When they got announced for a match against the Rascals, I was like, then what was the point of even doing this?
Yeah.
Oh, Tommaso Ciampa's probably going to be ringside. Even then, like, what's the point of doing this?
What's the point of having Stokely with them if Stokely's supposed to be the mouthpiece and Harwood and Cash are doing all the talking?
Take the microphone away from them, dude. And if I'm Tony Khan, I sit them down in an office and I go, you guys got to come back with a new gimmick. Not a new tagline, a new gimmick. This whole we're just the wrestlers that wrestle thing, like, bro, y'all know I am not a WWE system guy, but I'm going to tell you something. Back when WWE was actually good, they had one type of thing, one little je ne sais quoi when it came to their product. They had characters. And me and Warren have been saying this for 3 years now. AEW needs more characters.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck the whole, the curtain's been pulled back already, so there's no point in having gimmicks and characters. Oh, the curtain's been pulled. Fuck that shit. Be the ones to bring it back. Be the ones to bring it back. And here's how I know that's bullshit too. Look at how much success Tony Storm has had.
Mm-hmm.
So miss me with that shit. Now make the gimmicks and characters make sense. I'm going to definitely put a, emphasis on. But FTR just existing as the wrestlers that wrestle and 5-star this and top guy that, it's tired, dog. It's fucking tired. It's boring. That's why I just learned to read. I'm getting bored. I'm like, bro, could just move on. Like, I don't even want to hear that bullshit. Move on.
Yeah.
Go.
Already up next, we got Timeless Tony Storm breaking into medical, tending to Orange Cassidy, who said they would fight the War Dogs at Revolution next week and all weeks to come. Tony Storm said that the Death Riders aren't far behind, and if you aren't behind, then you are no better behind to be behind than her behind.
I don't disagree with that. No, I don't disagree with that.
Okay.
I don't disagree with being behind her behind. I don't disagree.
No.
I don't.
If you're a nicotine chewing gum Nancy that wants her lips twisted and her face fisted.
Hey.
Hey.
Hey. Okay.
Yes.
Hey, I ain't gonna, it is, hey, go ahead.
All right, we're at the main event, kids. Jet Set Rodeo versus the Don Callis family for the trios titles. Long story short, Kevin Knight made a tag, went up to the top rope as Page was getting ready for the buckshot lariat, but was pulled to the floor by MJF, who decked him with the Dynamite Diamond Ring. Knight leaped off the top, right into Okada, hitting a Rainmaker as Davis hit the spike pile driver and got the pin for the titles.
Another mini cheat code, but I will say this. Unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, for the next week, the Hangman to WWE speculation is going to reach an all-time high. I'm just letting y'all know. I'm preparing y'all for it. I'm gonna go ahead and just toss this out there. The Hangman to WWE speculation leading up to Revolution is about to be unbearable.
Yeah.
Prepare your algorithm. Start liking a whole bunch of shit that's not related to Hangman, so that way your algorithm is at least safe. Because it's coming.
Mm-hmm.
I said at the moment the bell rung on this match for the finish, I said, oh no, here it comes. Hangman's coming to WWE, bro. I'm like, oh Lord, here it comes. I know it's coming. Remember I said it. Because you kind of saw it kind of starting a little bit just last week. You saw them kind of like hinting at it. The drones were kind of hinting at it last week. They're about to go full steam with it now.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Now, tonight's show felt like a foot off the gas show for me. It did. It felt like a foot off the gas show. I'm going to give this show, and y'all going to be like, damn, that's kind of harsh. I'm going to give this show an 8.3. It felt very foot off the gas. It had no, like, it didn't have that typical Dynamite urgency. It didn't. Mm-hmm. And if you say it does, I question how you perceive this show. This felt like very much so a let's just get to the pay-per-view type of show. Like, let's get the fuck out of El Paso. I wasn't feeling that aspect of it. That's what knocked my rating down quite a bit. But I'm going to tell you what. My moment of the night, I'm going to go with the opener, Kevin Knight versus MJF, if you shall. Because, it was excellent. That was the cheat code of a match, and MJF did good business, and Kevin Knight looked like a star. Go ahead.
I'm actually at a 7.8. I thought I agree with all the points you made. Plus way too much on Cassidy. Way too much. Moment of the night. I'm with you on the opening match. That was one to remember.
No doubt. As he said, 8 out of 10. Thekla. Miguel said 8.2 moment of the night, MJF versus Kevin Knight. David said 8.2 moment of the night, MJF versus Kevin Knight. Said 8.6 moment of the night, Thekla being a true heel champion. Said 8.5 moment of the night, MJF versus Kevin Knight. Mike Patterson said 7.6. This was cruise control. Absolutely. Mm-hmm. I almost went into the sevens. I'm not going to lie. If the match quality in the main event would have been kind of I probably would have been at like 7.8. But like Speedball Mike Bailey went out there and he kind of carried that match.
Yep.
So there was that. 8.5 moment Kevin Knight versus MJF. Said hour 12, 17 seconds. Now I'm gonna put this out there, and this is more so for Angelo, because you need to hear this, bro. Now, because this is what happens. You give an inch, people take a mile. And I know this. And in my real life, this is not something I would tolerate. So the next person to bring up or shout out somebody on this show and give them free promo, fuck the warning. We just going to pack you up. And we always say the caveat is, hey, if we bring them up, then in which case you can mention them within context. But like now I'm not even going to do that. So, Werner, I'm telling you this as well. We just not going to bring up other people on this show.
Okay.
Seriously. Because, it's almost like people think that's an opening. So, yeah. Like, we're just going to pack you up. Like, you will never watch us again. Like, if you create another YouTube, that's fine. You watch us. You better not comment because I'm going to pack you up again. It's really that simple. You got off with a 30-minute timeout tonight, and this applies to everybody in the comment section, but you got off with a 30-minute timeout tonight. Going forward, nobody's getting a timeout of any kind. You're just blocked from the channel. That's really it. All right. Said main event was borderline overproduced. I slightly disagree with that. But yeah, no, Moa said, I'm going to read it again because I feel like I stopped short. Hour 12 minutes, 17 seconds SmackDown. Hour 24 minutes, 49 seconds of wrestling on Chamber. That's a joke.
That seems high.
That's a joke. That's a joke. Even with it feeling
No, I
high.
agree, but like still, that just seems high.
Even with it feeling high to you, that's a joke. On a pay-per-view, you only get an hour and 24 minutes of wrestling.
Yeah.
That's a joke. That's a joke. That means more than an hour and a half was advertisements.
Mm-hmm.
41 minutes and 30 seconds of wrestling on Raw. The 9.5 moment of the night was Moxley versus Hechicero. Said 8.2. Hour 5 minutes, 23 seconds wrestling on Collision. Hour 5 minutes and 31 seconds wrestling on Dynamite. Said too much Orange Cassidy. Give me more of the women's division. Tony Khan's burner said 10 as always. Nancy Burr said MJF versus Kevin Knight. Said Mike Patterson, no love for those that don't show love. That's a fact. That's what I'm saying. Like, one, you couldn't even put it in the super chat. Two, motherfucker, does this person support us? Did they come show love and share our shit? If the answer to that question is no, then why the fuck are they being brought up? For real. Man, oh man. Mo said the best are right here giving us this great wrestling coverage. We don't need those other goofs. That's a fact. Hey, don't agree if you plan on doing that shit again. And then just something, and I'm not trying to grandstand, but here's something that just makes us better by itself. The fact that I'm even reading your fucking comment. See that? And I keep saying that when we get to a point of where the comments are moving faster than we can keep up with, we still gonna try to read our Legacy Truth Seekers comments. How many comments of that person have they read of yours and actually responded to you? You know what I'm saying? It just comes across as ungrateful. Shouts out to Mo with the 10 schmackaroos all together saying, thank you guys. Appreciate you, Mo. Appreciate you. All right, guys, because I do got to get going. What time is it? Yeah, hell yeah, I got to get going. All right, y'all. So, we about to get up out of here. So, therefore, going once, going twice, and so to the man with the braids in his hat. So, sign off yet again to see Epitome of Black Excellence, the King of Dimes, just your boy, Mr. Starksan.
The beacon of football, one of the Messiah, some cute sixes, and the eternal pessimist, Big Dub.
Peace out, y'all.
See you Friday.